Good afternoon, and I'm hoping the wind isn't very strong. Um, how's everybody doing in YouTube? Dave here, coming to you on a frigid afternoon out here in Central Texas, Lago Vista, Texas, to be exact. It's gonna look ridiculous, but I'm gonna put on a coat. Okay, it looks ridiculous, but it works. It is pretty cold outside, pretty cool. I'm thinking maybe it's somewhere in about 45 degrees, 50 degrees. Nothing of this type of weather will hurt the plants that we have growing right now. We're pretty much done harvesting the onions. Oh, this blanket is nice. It's nice and warm. I'm hoping the wind is not getting in there. If not, I'd have to use the Rode Wireless for this. But we're pretty much done with the onions. We just need about another week or so, and we should be done. We lost about a quarter of it during the winter storm season. If y'all remember the severe winter storm that occurred out here, actually towards the whole state of Texas, and worked its way down all the way down to the valley, down into Mexico, and so forth. But it is kind of cold. It is kind of cold. Anyway, I hear a jet passing by, but there's so much low cloud coverage going on. If y'all can remember, about three and a half weeks ago, we had a severe winter storm. I mean, it made national news. You know, everything from major accidents on U.S. Interstate 35 to, I mean, accidents all over the place. Actually, all over the United States. Actually, to be exact, the main storm hit us here in pretty much in Central Texas, or it ran right through here in Central Texas, all the way down south to the valley. I have relatives in the valley. They say they got a lot of damage on their agriculture. A lot of the orange orchards were pretty much dried up. It means that more than likely the orange juice might be coming up to be an expensive commodity this year and maybe even next year, because it takes forever to grow oranges. Maybe Florida might be the only state that might have been spared, is what I heard from the oranges. But we lost most of our oranges here, but we weren't into the oranges anyways. We mostly plant onions, carrots, tomatoes. Now, we didn't plant any carrots or tomatoes. We had onions, but of course onions can survive deep freezes. Now, onions can survive a deep freeze. For example, if there's a cold front coming in and hits Central Texas, and I'm saying here, Austin area, all the Austin metropolitan, eastern, western part, if there was a cold front that would hit us here, and I had onions being grown here, nothing would happen to the onions for one night of it being frozen. But if you had several nights, the very next night it was frozen again. The next night it was frozen again. We had 4 to almost 5 nights here of freezing weather. Naturally, it would kill even the strongest onions. But luckily, we were able to save a lot of them. We hadn't planted the watermelons yet. We had them in incubators, and we were making sure that okay, here we go. We got a little problem here. Oh, no problem. One of the employees, one of the farm employees, is going through the access road because we got a big tractor, one of those super wide tractors, passing through, which is pretty much taking up the whole road. And this type of tractor does the fertilizing. Leads all the way up to maybe 9 or 10 rows at a time. And it's a real good piece of machinery. It's very, very needed for our farm here, for the farm. Anyways, as I said, we lost about a quarter of the onions. 3/4 of it were still salvageable. Okay, he's going into a different location. Why the heck would he want to go in there? Awkward. Anyways, we're gonna be okay as long as we don't get another cold front like the one we had 3 weeks ago. We're gonna do fine. As far as any other news that's going on, no news about the Philippines. And I always mention the Philippines because I go there every year, scuba dive, get to meet some friends, get together, you know, pretty much vacation. I wasn't able to go last year because of COVID-19, and I'm hoping I'd be able to go this year, but I have no idea what's going on, and for some reason or another, and I'm not saying just the Philippines, but I think every single government from every single country is taking advantage of this COVID-19 into changing their immigration laws, have ways to maneuver and control people. Since we were in a pandemic, or we are still in a pandemic. Government leaders want to find a way to control us, to keep us in fear, to keep us in. I mean, if y'all seen my earlier videos, I had COVID-19 and I got very sick, and you know I was close to dying, but I pulled through. I was strong. I think what might have pulled me through is that I have prayers every night, and I thank my Heavenly Father for keeping me alive here on earth for as long as I can. Because once you die, there's no coming back anymore. There's no more coming back. Even though life is hard here on earth, but we do what we can. As I said, we come back to our government and it pretty much teaches us that I got 15 more seconds anyway, but I'm going to be able to go to at least 30 more seconds. That we should be able to be unified and stay close to God. These things that happen happened for a reason. I'm hoping that I would be able to go to the Philippines this year, but it doesn't seem like it. The governments are becoming more and more strict for foreign people to visit their countries. No records of any deaths here locally here in the Austin area, but there's still word of COVID-19 that exists here in the state of Texas. Our Texas governor had already opened up the state of Texas to full business, full businesses. I mean, he opened up the state of Texas to business as usual, pretty much. Even though the major stores still require you, or actually all the stores require you to wear a mask before you go inside their stores, which is it's understandable. Even though we have the vaccine already available, people are taking the vaccine so they won't have to wear a mask, but they're still required to wear a mask to go to the store. So it's like, we might live in the land of the free, but it's not really free. And technically, it's not free, since we have to wear a mask to go into a public store. Anyways, that's getting too much into politics. I want to thank you all for listening to this video, and I will see if I can try to make another video tomorrow. Take advantage of this daylight savings time, because it'll eventually change and I won't be able to do any more videos during the daytime. Y'all have a good day, and God bless.